JDS is really about the experience. The level of professionalism that we bring to not only to our clients but to the industry is really, really important to us. It's really about how does the client experience the process. There's lots of different aspects of design, and for us, when you work on a really personal level with a client, you learn a lot about them, and so we have to ask a lot of really great questions. And so as we move through the process, we really make this commitment to our clients for their participation as well. So they get to experience it, not just we're kind of putting it on them, or that we have all these parts and pieces, but they really get to experience all the parts and pieces. Which I think, at the end of the day, when you're working with a residential client, specifically, all clients I suppose, but with a residential client, it's really about how do they experience it on a day-to-day basis. When they're waking up in the morning, when they're going to bed, when they're experiencing this house with their family, what does that mean to them? And again, asking all those right questions of how do you live in the space? How do you view things? We all view things in a very, very different way. And so my point of reference and their point of reference can be very, very different and very vastly different to some degree. So we really have to ask tons of questions, really get in their head, really understand, where are we going with this? I mean, I certainly have my point of view and how I see the world, but that's my point of view. And so for us, it's like looking into this very narrow perspective to say, gosh, this person sees the world completely different than I do, but how do I take my experience and apply it to their experience? And we do that through our level of professionalism, being organized, making sure that we're doing things in an expeditious way, being a really important team member. When you look at a large residential project, there's an architect, there's a contractor, there's all the subcontractors, and we really have to understand those people very, very well so that we then can take the vision that we're extracting from our clients and then impart it to all these different people, and at the end be able to have this very fluent thing that the client walks in and goes, oh my God, you guys nailed it, you got it, it's everything that we wanted it to be. And that may seem easy, but I think it's very difficult in the industry that we're in to really understand how are we going to get from point A to point B.